Okay, we're in Jack's shed. We've just done a little grappling session again, focusing on lockdown. I cut my own hair again. I've got a terrible corona haircut. So make sure you check out last week's video of getting the underhooks from the lockdown, because that's going to set up all today's techniques. Make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, get training. Okay, today we're going to go over some sweeps, some basic sweeps, basically a little lockdown game package for you today. Last week we did the entries for getting the underhooks. We did 3 ways to get the underhooks from the lockdown. So if you haven't seen that, go back, check that out. I'll put a link on this video. Check that out, because that is going to be our setups for all these sweeps that we do today. Okay, first sweep is just going to be the old school sweep. A lot of people don't play this because of the threat of the darce choke, but as long as you're aware of the darce and you keep your neck nice and buried, then this is still a viable sweep. So again, last week we did the entries, and we was getting to here, getting our underhook, getting on our side. Now for the old school sweep, all I'm looking to do is dive underneath this shin, and if you've got nice long arms like me, I can lock around his hip. I'm keeping nice and tight like this. If not, you can just try and capture it like this, or sometimes I'll go here and grab the foot. So you've got a few ways you can capture that leg, okay? But if you can, I'll go all the way round and I'll lock with an S grip on his hip, and then all I'm looking to do is pull my elbow in. I'm taking my bottom leg out, I'm going belly down, and then I'm just passing his guard, clamping his hip. Again. So that's the old school sweep. So again, last week we was doing our setups, get into this position. I'm diving under the shin. Maybe I can't quite lock my hands together, but if I can get his foot here and hold this and pull this in, I can start to take away his base. Sometimes if his knee's really wide, it can be like a gradual pull, and then I'm getting on top and finishing my old school sweep. Okay. Next sweep, plan B. So we'll go for the old school sweep. He's going to post that leg out, and I'm just going to get like a C grip on his leg and take him over. So back to our entries. Always get into this position. I want to grab his shin, but he posts his leg out. Now, sometimes I'll dive under his leg, but if his leg's quite far away like this, I'm just going to C grip here. Jack's going to have the overhook. If it was posted, I wouldn't go there, but he's got that overhook, he's got that whizzer tight. So I'm going to go C grip, I'm going to pinch my elbow. So on this underhook arm, I'm pinching this elbow tight. So here I pinch and I rotate and I can take him over. I can just unlock my lockdown and get that top position. There's a few variations of this sweep, but that's the simplest variation, is just that. Okay, so I'm reaching for this. He's got the whizzer. I'm going under here. Now another variation, if you just focus on my legs, rather than keeping the lockdown, is I can get this leg and I can try and do this. So I'm like putting some torque on his knee. So Jack's leg's in the air. So as I pull up, I go hip pressure. And I can do that as well, and that's just going to make the sweep a little bit more powerful. So that's your plan B sweep. You can just try it from the lockdown, keep your legs locked down, or you can try a little grapevine on his leg, and it just puts a bit of torque on the knee. So that's plan B. So our third option is now we're going to get on his back. So I've tried the old school sweep, I tried to plan B him. All he's got to do to stop that sweep is rip his overhook out and base on the mat, and this is going to give me the back take. Okay? If he doesn't get the whizzer, I'd use this as my first technique. So if I was here and Jack's just posted, I'm going to come out and take his back. But anybody who's experienced in this position, they're going to get that. They're going to get that overhook, that whizzer. So I'm here and I try to take him over, but he just bases. As soon as he bases, I change my direction and then I come out. Now I can look to put my hook in and get my clinch onto his back. So that's my next option. So again, we're here, I get to my side, I'm reaching for his leg, I try to take him over and he bases, and then I use that momentum to pop out. Once I've popped out here, I can look to get that second hook in and get onto his back and start looking to get my finish off his back. So that's option 3, the back take. Okay, option number 4 from our lockdown. This works off the same setup as the back take when he posts. So sometimes when he posts, I'm going to keep my lockdown and just get my head out, and that's going to give me the arm triangle submission setup. So we're here, and I'm diving under, he's posted his leg. I go for my plan B, he posts his hand. I'm going to bring my head out and up to his shoulder blade. I keep my lockdown on. I shoot this arm nice and deep here, and I'm looking to grab my bicep. Once I grab my bicep, I'm hiding this hand, burying my hand, trapping it with my head. So I'm heel up, keeping it nice and tight, and putting that squeeze onto the arm triangle. One more time. So this comes off him posting, defending that plan B. There, I rock him back, but I keep my lockdown on. I just swing my head to here, shoot that arm up, lock it, nice and tight, and I can get my arm triangle. So that's our 4th option in this little lockdown game. Okay, and this is our 5th and final attack, if you like. So this is a submission and a sweep. It's the electric chair. And this kind of completes the little sort of beginner's basic fundamental game from the lockdown. So in this one, I'm just going to dive straight for it. So once I've got my lockdown on his leg and I've got my underhook, I'm going to immediately dive to get to this position. So I'm coming under his leg, and I'm going to try that same motion as that plan B sweep, like I'm trying to take him over. Okay, so what Jack's going to do, he's going to go to like a push-up position. So I'm here, I'm in, I'm going to take him over, and he goes into a push-up position. I'm going to take my underhook out and start framing on his arm. I can even use this arm as well to start framing, okay? Because I want to keep him away, keep his weight off the top of me. Once we get to here, I'm pushing him away. I'm looking to get up onto my elbow, making sure that I'm locking above his knee. I don't want to slide down. I've got his knee on my shoulder. I'm locking palm to palm. I'm stretching my legs, and I'm turning my chest to the mat to get the electric chair submission. Some people won't tap, yeah, they've got good flexibility, good dexterity in the legs. All I'm going to do from there is I'm going to build my base, come up, swim under his head, lock, and then I'm going to pass his guard. Okay, and I use that opportunity to pass. So let's go one more time. So we're going to use our underhook setups that we did last week, and we're going to dive straight in. It's what we call electric underhook. So I'm getting underhook on his body and one under his leg. So we're here, and I'm going to dive straight into this, take him this way, he bases, and I'm going to frame. Okay, once I've got a good frame and I'm keeping away, I can build up to my elbow, lock my hands, and then I'm stretching my legs, turning my upper body down. If I don't tap him, then I can come up, get my lock, and I can get my pass and get to side control. So that's option number 5, the electric chair. So you've got 5 options there. It's a nice little lockdown game. They all link together. Give it a go.